Good morning, everybody. It's Suzanne here, and I just wanted to say to you, if you're holding yourself back from doing something that you know that you need to do in your business or in your career or in your life, it doesn't matter where it is, I'm talking to you, then ask yourself, take a few deep breaths, close your eyes, go and lock yourself in the loo if you've got no peace and quiet around you. Take a few deep breaths and ask yourself, close your eyes so that you're focusing on the inside. That's what all trance is anyway when we do hypnosis, but you don't need to go into trance to do this. You just need to be focused on the inside. Ask yourself the question, what would future successful me do right now? And if you're finding it difficult to tune into that successful version of yourself, that more successful version of yourself, because you are successful right now, you're doing what you want, or you're moving towards that dream right now already because you've had that idea. So ask yourself what that future successful you, version of you, would do in this situation, and you'll be amazed at what comes up. If you're finding that difficult, then maybe you can channel your the version of somebody that you admire, some coach or some business person that you admire, like a role model for you. What would that person do in this situation? And then move forwards. So I did that this morning. I was feeling very, very tired. We've got a complete building site at home. We're having a whole heating system replaced at home. It's just coming to the end of the second week, and it's just chaos. And my husband is there the whole time with the guys, tidying up after them, filling in holes, because we're having holes drilled through ceilings and walls and goodness knows what else to lay the whole pipe. So it's not just like the radiators. And I'm just getting a bit tired. I've had, excuse me, I've had quite a few client sessions this week, and I've been coming into this co-working space. That's why it's not my usual office that you see me in right now. And I've been doing like about 15,000 steps a day to walk here and back, and walking around town. It's been absolutely gorgeous, but I've been feeling a little bit tired. And so I thought to myself last night before I went to bed, getting up at 6, do I really need to do that? Oh, and my youngest son is ill as well. He has a cold, so he's off school. And I'm like, I don't have to get up at 6 to be able to meditate first, do some visualization, and then wake him up at 6:30 to get ready for school. I can get up a little bit later, so I didn't want to waste the whole morning in bed, although it would have been nice to have a bit of a lie-in, but I know that I can do that at the weekend. So I thought, okay, half an hour extra will be fine. I checked the timing, and I knew that I would have at least 7.5 hours sleep by the time I went to bed. So that was fine. That's kind of my minimum, 7.5 hours, or it's like the nice time. I don't normally do much less than 7.5 hours nowadays, because I know that I need that, and I give myself what I need. So that was the kind of first step of asking future successful me what I would do. So I gave myself that extra time in bed this morning. Then this morning I was like, right, do you really have to rush in? You haven't got an appointment till a little bit later today. So I took my time, and I did some journaling and took my time, had a nice breakfast. The house was all quiet, everybody else was sleeping. So, and it was before the heating guy had arrived. And so I was like, this is brilliant. This is what future me would do. And future successful, more successful version of me also said, you're going to hop onto a Facebook Live again today. I've been not doing them for about the last over a year or so. I've been writing posts quite prolifically, and I just felt that that was kind of enough, but I feel like I need to share a little bit more about me and how I am. And so I've been doing some Facebook Lives in the last few weeks, and I want to share them, and I'm sharing them also with my email subscribers in my community there. And I'm getting I'm getting pretty good feedback from there. I'm getting comments and posts on my website when I post it as a blog as well. I link the email to my blog. And so this is what the more successful version of Suzanne would do. earlier in the week. Instead of coming straight into the co-working space, I thought, no, I want to do some journaling in a nice setting where, you know, a different setting with like comfortable chairs and stuff. So I went to my favorite cafe, and I know they open at 9, so I was there on the dot when they opened, and I had the most delicious decaf latte and journaled for a bit, and that felt so good. And then I went to the co-working space a little bit later to do some work. So what would the more successful version of you do? If you're holding yourself back, ask yourself that. Give yourself the time to ask yourself that question. We all run around like headless chickens, or a lot of us run around like headless chickens. And if we just give ourselves that space, that tiny little bit of space in between all the activities, all the doing, give ourselves time to be and feel, then we can move forwards much more easily with our goals and our dreams and our ambitions. So that's it for me today, and I hope to see you again soon. If you've got any comments on this, please post them below, and otherwise I'll see you again soon. Bye.